Yayati was a rich king who was cursed by a monk. Due to curse, King Yayati became aged in the very prime of his youth. On being begged for forgiveness, monk took pity on him and modified his curse so that Yayati could regain his youth if any of his sons consented to exchange his youth with his old age. One by one, Yayati asked each of his sons, Yadu, Turvasu, Druhu and Anu, to take his old age and give his own youth in exchange. But all of them refused. Finally youngest son, Puru, exchanged his youth for his father's old age. Yayati gained his youth anew and began to indulge himself in sensual pleasures again. But even after enjoying all these pleasures for 1,000 years, he was not satisfied. Then, returning his remaining youth to his son Puru, Yayati said, "Dear son, with your youth I enjoyed all the pleasures I craved and longed for, but desires never die. They are never satiated by indulgence. Through indulgence they only flare up, just like the sacrificial fire when oil is poured into it. If one becomes the sole lord of the earth with all its jewels, gold and beautiful women in his possession, he will still not consider it enough. Therefore, the thirst for enjoyment itself should be abandoned. This thirst is, however, very difficult to give up for people with a depraved intellect. Desire that does not diminish even with the waning life is a veritable fatal disease in man. Only he who abandons all his desires attains real happiness." Yayati's experience is very poignant and teaches a great lesson to mankind. He continued, "Dear son, I have been indulging in worldly pleasures for the last 1,000 years, yet my thirst for them only goes on increasing day by day. Therefore, I shall abandon these pleasures and fix my mind on Brahman. Then with a completely detached and tranquil mind I shall pass the rest of my days with the innocent deer in the forest." Then Yayati crowned Puru as the king and retired to the forest to lead the life of an ascetic. This story gives us important message, that is, those who do not realize the importance and value of preserving this vital essence of life, semen, should remember that they are merely the followers of Yayati and hence are only heading towards utter ruin. They must learn a lesson from the experience of Yayati. They should cultivate dynamic willpower, a discriminative intellect, and have pity on their own selves. Forget the past. Make a fresh start in life. It is better late than never.